Let's not kid ourselves, Mario RPG was one of the greatest games on the SNES. It was a perfect storm, the most dominant gaming franchise adapted into role-playing form by Squaresoft, a company so synonymous with RPGs that if you punch it into Google Translate it reads, "Grind some more, pansy." And then the N64 happened. Hiroshi Yamauchi had his little fit, driving off Square, Capcom, and countless other third parties, effectively handing dominance in the marketplace to Sony. The RPG, one of the cornerstones of the Super Nintendo's rise to glory, was almost completely absent from its successor's library. Pokémon Stadium doesn't count, Earthbound 64 never happened, and the less said about Quest 64 the better. It was a dire situation, and dire situations call for plumbers. Enter Intelligent Systems, an arm of Nintendo's programming empire that had a hand in everything from Fire Emblem to Super Metroid to the series we'd come to know as Advance Wars. Their task? Create an RPG featuring Mario that could compare favorably to the juggernaut that Square had produced half a decade prior. It was a tall order to fill. Paper Mario pulls two very significant mechanics from Square's masterwork: the idea of timed hits in combat, and the ability to gain a preemptive strike by launching an effective attack on the overworld map. These two were groundbreaking concepts in 1996 and have been hallmarks throughout the Paper Mario series and through on into the Mario and Luigi games. Set upper hand matters all the more in this series, where you're going to be lucky to have 50 hit points by the end of the game. Not 50,000, not 5,000, not 500, just 50. The entire game runs on very small numbers. If you can do one more point of damage with an attack, it's often well worth it. Augmenting your potential is a system of badges which provide access to special attacks, passive bonuses, and even altered sound effects. Aiding Mario on his quest are a cadre of supporters, mostly of the rebellious children of classic franchise enemies, who provide various support effects in and out of battle. So here's the story. Bowser captures the princess. Bet you didn't see that coming! Mario arrives to stop him, but gets trounced in spectacular fashion owing to Bowser's acquisition of the Star Rod, a MacGuffin of incredible power that renders our feisty plumber's heroics null and void. Upon his recovery, Mario learns that the Rod's power can only be disrupted by the combined forces of 7 sentient stars, and if that sounds familiar, it should. While Mario's running around looking for these lucky charms, Peach herself kills time by baking a cake, getting all dressed up, and performing reconnaissance on Bowser's actions. A game like this rides on the back of its translation, and Nintendo's localization staff are known as one of the best. Paper Mario shines with nostalgic references and wit under every mushroom and down every pipe. The soundtrack, too, borrows ideas from the franchise's storied past, but with enough new ideas and directions to make it sound anything but tired. The sound effects, too, are the classic Mario standard, though certain in-game items can even alter these. So how does Intelligent's stack of paper stack up? Though the character designs are particularly flat, the experience is anything but. Nintendo's in-house effort provides a quality performance, meriting the expansion of the paper aesthetic to a sequel, Thousand Year Door for the Cube, and Super Paper Mario for the Wii. For Nintendo reeling from the departure of a majority of its third-party talent, it was an excellent show of righting the ship. 2.5 years later, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance dropped for the GBA, signaling the end of the feud, but leaving Nintendo with the knowledge that they were no longer beholden to the Square Empire to represent their flagship franchise in RPG form.